There we go. Alrighty, we'll get started. Thank you very much for inviting us today. I'm Jürgen, and this is Cameron. Also with ACT Computers. We've been in business for 28 years now in Vero Beach, and we service all the way up from Orlando all the way down to Stewart. But our main location, our retail store, is in Vero Beach, and the soon-to-be Tractor Supply store. So we're all excited to have that. That's opening in 2 weeks, by the way. So anyway, today we'll be talking about AI, artificial intelligence, which I think everybody here has heard about in the last couple months. You can't turn on the TV or the internet without hearing about it, but something. And every day you get more exposure about it. So we thought we're going to have a little bit of an explanation to mainly business owners to see what that can do for your business, if it's a benefit, if it's detrimental, what is this all about? So who's using a Siri here or like phone assistants? We all are, right? I mean, they're using the home systems. You talk to Alexa at home, turn on my favorite music or turn the AC down or something like that. I do it all the time. So many people are kind of concerned that this is going to be more of a radical change. It's not going to be. It's going to be a slow change into, making those systems a lot more responsive and a lot more human. So instead of having to repeat yourself many times, or myself with my accent, I'm from Germany originally, so sometimes Siri doesn't understand me or nothing, it doesn't want to talk to me at all. So I need to repronounce myself, be much clearer. With the new systems, that's going to go away. These are going to be able to talk to you just like a human being. So you can have a conversation on the phone with the AI assistant and you will not be able to tell the difference. And so therein lies a big issue that people are having. How do we know in the future on these systems if it's an AI system or if it's a human being? So that's why you see a lot of government intervention right now in countries trying to come up with some way of controlling this, because the cat's already out of the bag, okay? It's already out there. And there are much more advanced systems that we don't even know about yet sitting at Google, or Amazon has other ones too, and other ones. So we need to make sure they put a control on that somehow, and so that if you are talking to something in the future, an AI system, let's say you get a phone call and trying to tell you that your car warranty has expired, okay? Which I get that twice a week. And normally I tell them I have a Citroen and then they hang up the phone anyway. So, but anyway, so they're trying to make it so that these systems by law have to identify themselves to you, saying that, okay, you're talking to an AI system. So you know what you're dealing with. You're not being bamboozled by something. Same thing with us, for example. We just switched to an AI answering service in our business, and I was kind of skeptical about it. It does work. So instead of having just a simple voicemail, just beep, leave a message, it actually gives the customer more of an interaction of an interview, saying, hey, how can I help you? And then you can say, schedule a service call, do this, give me a price list, can you send me your website address? And it will actually send a link to that person's phone. It will text that person with information that you're requesting. And you can program these systems in many different ways. So I can see a big benefit right there. But mainly, I think the benefit is going to be making our lives easier and being more productive, okay? And I think we're going to do a demonstration today about the most common one, which is
ChatGPT.
ChatGPT, right.
That's what you use for the phone answering system?
What is that one called again?
Good Call.
Good Call.
Good Call by Wix.
Good Call, yeah. It's goodcall.com. It actually works quite well. The other one's out there too. And it does, you can train it, and they're adding more and more features to it. But we like it.
So something else, if you guys think back to the ancient Romans and the time of civilization and culture, they stopped having to worry about having to fight and go starving for food and hunting for food. They were able to have, like Plato, Aristotle, they were able to have good thinkers available, and that was their job to think. I think that's kind of the same way we're going with AI. It's making it easier for us so that we can explore other avenues of being human. So we might be able to go to space a little bit faster. We might be able to, in 50 years, we might be out of the solar system.
Well, I won't be, but yeah.
Right.
Neither you.
So it's kind of like that kind of transition. What we're going to demo today is ChatGPT. I personally use it so much that I pay every month for a premium service. That way I can have access to the latest models and there's no restrictions in my time and things like that, which is kind of funny because I have autocorrect turned off on my phone. I don't like any word suggestions or anything like that. I feel like that makes you lazy. It's like if I don't know how to spell it because I'm just hitting autocorrect every time, then I'm not learning. But when it comes to this is a tool I use all the time. I do a lot of website design. I do a lot of cybersecurity stuff. And it's like having an engineer friend to be able to get input on your work. Mm-hmm. So without further ado, let's go over to...
So yeah, ChatGPT is one of the most known ones. There are other ones out there too, like Google has one called Bard system. That's also out now. So when you do a Google search and they add that to your Google search, you actually get a box giving you an AI search result, it kind of like giving you a summary what you're actually looking for. And then underneath, it gives you the real search results. So this is ChatGPT version 4 right now, actually, he's running. So GTP 3.5 is the one that's free. 4 is just a higher version. So what does that mean? It's just more advanced, okay? So when you actually give it something to tell you, GTP 4 will be even more detailed, even more precise what it returns to you. Now, you have to be careful. I would not put any personal information in here. Who knows how that's being collected? We work on cybersecurity all the time. We always tell people, don't just willy-nilly type something in there that you don't want the system to remember, because it might remember that in the future. Who knows, okay? But right now, he's typing something in. Please explain what the difference between GPT 3.5 and 4. And it does it right away. It starts writing it out right now. And just like I was saying earlier, this is more of the infancy right now. This is more of a tool to make it easier for you to write something. Like, for example, we do a lot of Facebook posts, and if you're a realtor and stuff like that, you do a lot of writing every day. And sometimes you you just run out of ideas. Okay, you can say, a little tiny house is very, it's an old house. Now you have to call it romantic or something like that to make the customer interested. Okay, so now you would basically go in here and say, write out something nice about this house and make it sound maybe, cozy or something like that, and it will make a whole listing for you. Now let's say I have a 3-bedroom, 2-bath house for sale. It was made in 1970s. Please make this house sound cozy. So
step into a timeless treasure, a charming 3-bed, 2-bath, lovingly built in 1970, brimming with vintage appeal. Each corner of this home whispers stories of bygone eras. I mean, it just pumps it right out.
Yeah. So now it's a... Yeah.
Yeah.
Now you can say...
However, Indian River County only allows 50 words.
So now let's go further now and say, let's change that to Spanish, okay?
Okay.
So you want to address your Spanish community with this.
You said 50 words?
Actually, it's more than that, but...
Limit to 50 words.
So no smiley faces or exclamation points.
And automatically it translated really perfectly into another language. I tried the other day where I went from German to English to German to German to Vietnamese and from Vietnamese back to English. And it was perfect. My wife's Vietnamese, so she can attest for that one. And it was really, really close. So this makes life a lot easier. If you're posting things, adding things, but also in the future, for example, Microsoft's coming out with something called Copilot. And you might have heard about it already. But who's using Office 365 here? Probably everybody. Look at that. You're kind of forced now because Microsoft won't let you buy Office anymore. You have to sign up for it. Exactly. So, and they're going to have the same thing. So Copilot is going to be introduced to your Office 365 very soon. You're going to see that coming up. And it's not like a creepy kind of clippy program.